Bruce's big call Dinar Intel Tuesday night September 23, 25. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Transcribed by Wiser, now emailed to recaps. Intel only. Welcome everybody to the big call tonight. It is Tuesday, September 23rd. I had to think for a minute what month it was, September 23rd. And you're listening to the big call. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're having a good start tonight. We're looking forward to having a good call, and we appreciate the fact that you're here, tuned in. Or whether you're listening to the call through the Starlink satellite system around the globe. So thank you for that, and thank you everybody for being faithful to come to the big call every Tuesday and Thursday night. Alright, let's go into Intel. It's going to be late, but I know I don't have that much to tell you, but I do have a little bit. This is a really interesting thing. Remember that we had, gosh, has it been 2 weeks? Probably 2 weeks ago. I believe we said that we had the start of Nasara and Gesera expected to begin on Wednesday, October 1st, a week from tomorrow. As far as I know, that is still in play, that timing. And the other thing is, we heard from a very strong source last night that, I'll word it this way, the greatest turnover of wealth in the history of the world is to take place starting October 1st. And what I'm taking back to me is the information went on to say that the $150 trillion that I mentioned a couple weeks ago that we have obtained from the Federal Reserve. The Treasury has it, that money is being used and coming back. This is what the conversation was, that it was stolen from us, and it's coming back to the citizens of the United States. And I think that $150 trillion is coming back in maybe 3 or 4 ways. 1. I think we're going to get it in terms of Doge payments. 2. I think we're going to get it in terms of R&R, restitution, reconciliation allowance. I think. 3. It could come in the way of, let's see. We're going to call this the tariff rebates. Okay, the tariff dividends is the last term I think, use the tariff dividends. And 4. It could also manifest in the form of increases in Social Security benefits, which should be substantial increase in the month of October. So we've got that, now. Look what didn't I include in those sources or those streams of income, let's call it. What I didn't include was the RV itself. So what I'm saying is, I think Doge and all of those things will occur starting as early as the 1st of October. I wouldn't look for them all in one day or even in 1 week. Some text goes here, but I believe Nasara and Gesera will roll out starting October 1st. What about the RV and our exchanges? Which gives us access to, wait for it, the redemption centers. That's right. We believe in redemption centers, but some people don't. I don't understand it. Well, actually, I do understand it. I understand why they don't seem to think like it's real, but it is, and we have a lot of evidence to prove that it's real, considering we physically know in person a lot of redemption center leaders. We know them. We know where they're going. We know where they travel to. We know where the centers are. Some text goes here in some cases. Anyway, please don't follow anybody that says there are no redemption centers, because it's an absolute lie. Now, what else? We heard yesterday that Vietnam had RV. Their Vietnam Dong yesterday, on Monday. We know that the dinar is already revalued, even though it's not showing up on the front page of the Forex, yet it's on a back page of the Forex. It's been traded in the atom rate, but it may take a little while before it makes its way to the front screen of the Forex. It's been on the bank screens. The dinar has been on the bank screens. And so it's obviously been traded because it's at a new value. That's a very good value, but I believe it's going to be traded even higher, and they may just literally install the rate that they want to be on the Forex. And therefore the banks will take that rate and show up on their screens, and redemption center rates will get their version of the dinar, their version of the Vietnamese dong, and all of the other 24 to 28 currencies that are going up in value. The global currency reset GCR. Now we have timing based on the revaluation of the dong and the previous revaluation of the dinar, even though it's sort of being kept for us a bit. But the timing that we had was from a very good source, that we should have the RV meeting our numbers, or 800 number, and to be able to start setting our appointments by or before the end of this month, or when is the end of the month, this coming Tuesday, a week from today. Some sources with the fact that Vietnam was to revalue today or tomorrow, but instead, revalued yesterday. A day or two early, over what we were told. And these are major players that are getting this information. Okay, so that was the case. which we believe it was confirmed to us that happened yesterday. Then maybe the 800 number and the Senate exchanges could happen instead of later in the week, Friday, Saturday. Maybe that start as early as Thursday or Friday. I don't know that we may have to go to the end of the month by or before the end of September. I don't know. It's been the hardest thing in the world to confirm the time of the RV. Guess what? They don't want us to know when it's going to be. We're doing the best job. We can let you guys know, hey, we are definitely in this and it is coming. And it looks like if a lot of our sources are very high up in the banking world, like number one with certain banks. I think we're looking good for this week. Now it might take us all the way to Tuesday, which would be, the 30th of September, Tuesday. And maybe we got numbers, and we do our exchanges. And we start exchanges on the 1st of October. I thought of that. It might be that scenario, but I'm going to say that we are projecting this to go before the end of September, which is a week away. So I'm encouraged by what we've heard. I'm encouraged that Vietnam revalued yesterday instead of today or tomorrow or just Wednesday. And I'm encouraged that this is happening and we're looking very, very good. I wouldn't really worry about the continuing resolution. They may not pass it. I don't care if they do or not. We have so much money in our new, restored public treasury. It's not even funny. I don't think you guys would believe me if I told you how much I think is in there, but it's a bunch, and we're going to be in good shape. Get these numbers out if you send it an email on to theycalluniverse.com. If you put your email address in as a way to register on our site, no charge to do it. You know that you just register, we will email with the toll-free number when I get it, and we'll also be in touch with you after the RV exchanges. And it won't be like immediatamente, but it'll be soon, fairly soon after. Stay in touch with you guys. I might do a recording as a podcast, put a link on it and send it out. So you guys know kind of where we are in the process of Rebuild America getting started and Rebuild International getting started, and the Pastoral Retreat Network and the Veterans Retreat Network getting started. Those are my 4 projects. And I told you guys I'm looking for help in those areas. So there's a lot in the works right now that I'll bring, and let's pay attention to what happens now. Today is Tuesday night. We've got Thursday, let's see what happens, and then we'll take it from there. Alright, well, everybody have a great night. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you Bob, thank you. GCK. Thank you Doug, thank you Jeannie. Pastor, Scott, thank you as well, and everybody in Big Call Universe, thank you for listening. And thank the satellite team. I call them the SAT team, for getting the big call out all over the globe in various languages. But thank you everyone for listening, and let's pray the call out. Good night everybody. We'll be talking with you on Thursday. Listen to the full version on the official DinarReport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon.
Source: Dinar Recaps.